And of course, right now, this is 2010, you all are here. So we're all happy about that, because there were points in this process when we thought we weren't going to be able to have a staff development program because of the budget. The administration and the president have always been behind this wholeheartedly, but as you all know, the budget is not too great here at Clemson right now. Now, just a sort of an overview of the purpose of this whole program, and I'll read this because this is what we have used as our creed, sort of, as in the development of this. The purpose of the staff development program is to provide a framework whereby Clemson University may implement an employee-driven, peer-reviewed system to encourage and reward classified and unclassified staff performance and professional development. Professional development is the key word here. Also, employee-driven and peer-reviewed. Those are three very important elements of this. In the process, Clemson will benefit from a better trained and more educated, prepared, and enlightened body of staff. In other words, when you all complete this program, you will be much better employees for Clemson University, we all hope. You'll be much better prepared to go forward in your careers and to advance your careers, I feel, as well, because each one of you have chosen some educational pathways that will lead you to the ability to be better employees here at Clemson. On to the implementation timeline. Some of this is going backward a little bit. Back to 2009, when we submitted the implementation guidelines, that was a sort of a requirement of going forward with this, so the Administrative Council would know exactly where we were in this process, and so we could also, in a way, hold the administration to advancing at the rate that we had planned, or ask the administration to advance in the way we had planned. In 2009, in July, we had the approval of funding by the university. August through October, we identified peer review committee members. We actually went out and asked for people who were interested to be peer reviewers to let us know, and the committee made the choice from those who showed some interest. Of course, we let people know that if you were a peer reviewer, you could not participate in the program for the first cycle at least. We all made 2-year commitments to this. October through November, we prepared and released participant solicitation announcement, which you all got. November through December of 2009, the orientation and training of peer review committees took place. That's so that we could all get together and get to know each other and figure out what we were supposed to do before we actually started the program. Okay, here we are in 2010, January through March. Oh, I need to go forward. Okay, January through March, the participant enrollment occurred. So that's when you all enrolled, you all sent your packages forward. April through June, that's when the committees went back, and the steering committee and the peer review committees made the selections as to who would be accepted in the program. It was a very difficult process. We had some extraordinary applications, so you should all feel very fortunate to be here, because you had stiff competition. Now in July of 2010, which is coming up, the individual development plans will be finalized. Those plans that you have submitted will go to your peer reviewer. Today we're going to assign peer reviewers to each one of you, and you and your peer reviewer will finalize your development plan. So you'll know exactly what you're supposed to do, and so your peer review will be familiar with what you're supposed to do. Okay, 2010, 2011, this is sort of an overlap of 2 years. July of 2010 to April of 2011, the participant development plans progress. In other words, you're going to progress in your prescribed avenue of study. Whatever you have put forward as your plan, you will progress through 2011 in. The progress will be evaluated at 3 points, and then at the final stage. In September of 2010, you'll have your first evaluation. December, you'll have your second. March of 2011, you'll have your third. And then when you end the program, when you'll have your final evaluation. Okay, April through June of 2011, which is next year, the final evaluations, notifications, and paperwork will be submitted. In other words, you'll be at the end of your program, and everything will need to be submitted. In July of 2011 is when the salary adjustments will actually go into effect for those participants who have completed the program successfully, and I truly hope that everyone in this room completes this program successfully. We're all going to work on this together because we must make it a success so it can continue for people in the future. And then an evaluation of the pilot program will be conducted beginning in March of 2011. The success of the pilot program will determine whether or not the program is allowed to continue in successive years. And for the benefit of our fellow staff, as I've said before, we must make this pilot program a success. We must be enthusiastic about it. We must carry it through to its end and make sure that we are the best that we can all be in this, so that we'll look good to the president, the provost, and to the admin council. And that will end my little part of this, and I guess I'll turn it back over to Dave.